Welcome to The Upside with your hosts Vernon Stewart and Tanya Vaden. This show is brought to you by the City of Pensacola. You know, the upside of Florida. We're here to keep you informed on all the changes that affect you and your community, so you're always in the know. And now, The Upside with Vernon and Tanya.
Hello, Pensacola, and welcome back to The Upside, your inside news and views of everything that's happening in the city of Pensacola. And we are your hosts. I'm Vernon Stewart.
And I'm Tanya Vaden.
And we have a very festive show for you today. We are ready to get rolling, but first, don't forget to hit that thumbs up below and hit that subscribe link if you haven't done so already. So Tanya, we had a major development this week here in the city of Pensacola. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
We sure did. Well, you know, this show is all about positive things that are happening in the Pensacola community. And this week we want to bring you a very uplifting story about how one guy's dream is becoming a reality just through a belief in his mission and building relationships in the community. John Shell first approached the city in 2015 about an idea that he had for building a skate park in downtown Pensacola, and he wanted to do this under the I-110 bridge. And Shell proposed for the name of the skate park to be the Blake Doyle Community Park in honor of one of his childhood friends who had been died earlier that year, tragically being hit by a train. And Shell came to the city with this idea because he saw a need for skateboarders in the community to have a place where they could go to a public facility and be able to play, where they would be, or to be able to practice, where they would be welcome. And so he also saw this park as a catalyst, you know, for future development within that area. You know, there's a greenway proposed for that area, and you know, the neighboring community just becoming blighted and really needing some revitalization. So he received a green light from the city in October of 2016, and at that point he had already been fundraising for this project. And so the Blake Doyle Community Skate Park idea spawned the Upward Intuition program, which is a grassroots movement that their main mission is facilitating positive change in the community and empowering young people to innovate and solve problems in Pensacola. So they even captured the attention of a California-based design firm, Spawn Ranch, who has built skate parks all across the community, or all across the country, and they designed the park for them pro bono.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. That
is amazing. That's a huge testament to show that how relentless John Shell and Upward Intuition are in order to get someone to buy into that dream.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so yesterday, that project took an even bigger step forward with a $250,000 gift from the Kugelman Foundation. And we were out there to talk with them yesterday and see the check presentation. So here's a little bit of that story.
Awesome, let's take a look.
And it's just such a special day because after 3 years of working on this project, every day it seems like this is the first real gift that's going towards the construction costs.
The Kugelman's family gift today for the amphitheater, which is going to be the centerpiece of the park, it just means everything. It's this project after 3 years going from what is an idea to making it real. And like I said from the stage, I think that's really the theme with Upward Intuition. And this project is to show all these kids over here that are skating that their idea can become real too. And I feel like we're showing them that it's possible, and they'll go on to ultimately have an even bigger impact in the community because they were a part of this.
You know, I think the biggest thing for us was having a park for everyone, being able, like John said, to be together and get out there. Our grandfather always believed in doing things, which is why he spearheaded our foundation to making Pensacola a better community for everyone.
We have this amazing community garden right here. We're going to have a space on the northeast corner where we'll be able to have food trucks set up and electric and power for those, along with a nice seating area. There's going to be a walking and jogging path around the entire perimeter. The stage is going to be multi-purpose with the amphitheater so that we'll be able to have live music, community events. It'll be the centerpiece for the professional competitions. There's going to be something out here for everyone.
That is amazing. I mean, that is very exciting, some of the things that is planned for that project down there. hats off to Cougarman for stepping up. This is a major tipping point in this project, and I'm looking forward, and I'm sure a lot of people in the city of Pensacola are looking forward to what happens moving forward with this project.
Absolutely, and hats off to John Shell too. This project is estimated to cost approximately $1.5 million, and he is planning to raise all of that money not from taxpayers but from private backers and grants and other resources too. So hats off to him. If you've got some extra change in your pocket and you want to help out, you can find out more by going to upwardintuition.org.
You're the man, John.
So Vernon, I heard that the city has a new app besides the 311 app. What is it?
Yeah, absolutely. So the 311 app has been out for quite some time. Your 311 app, of course, if you don't already have it, you can download it from the Apple iTunes Store or Google Play. It's your non-emergency services. You can report potholes, street lights that are out, and many different non-emergency services that you otherwise wouldn't report to fire and police. Of course, you're going to want to contact fire and police for emergencies, but 311 is an app that's out there for those that want to request service. And we also have a Pensacola app, which is specific to city services, which are going to be access to your city directory, any staff members that you want to reach out to for whatever reason, to sign up for city notifications, access to job opportunities, and links to city social media. You can even sign up for our Upwards newsletter. So it's just another app that's out there for our citizens to have access to in order to be able to be fully engaged and fully looped in with everything that the city offers.
That's great. And, being able to inform our citizens of what's going on and things that they really want to know in the community is really helpful.
Yeah, so if you have not done so, go ahead and head over to the Apple iTunes Store, head over to Google Play, download the apps, both of them if you'd like. So go ahead and get engaged.
Well, we want to congratulate our University of West Florida Argos. Man, they really had a great Cinderella season going all the way to the Division II championships, and we are just so proud of our Argos, aren't we, Vernon?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tanya. And one thing to mention is that team is really young. I mean, they got a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors that are on this team right now. For them to go this far is just amazing. But what's even more exciting is what they do next year with all this young talent they have on this team. Wouldn't be surprised if they make another deep run into the playoffs next year. So, we're really excited to see what they do, and everything that Pete Shinnick has done. We're really fortunate to have a team like the UWF Argos here in Pensacola.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're really excited. I mean, they went from being an unranked team, and now they're currently ranked number 2 in the nation for Division II football. So that is just great news for us.
Yes, go Argos. So our nonprofit of the week this week is Gulf Coast Kids House. And Vernon, I heard that yesterday you went out and talked with them.
Yes, yesterday I went out and I met with Megan Chapman. She is the Outreach Development Director there at the Gulf Coast Kids House. And it was a great opportunity for me, being that I spent some time there as a child abuse investigator at the Gulf Coast Kids House. It was a privilege for me to go out there. So let's take a look at our conversation yesterday. So here we are at the Gulf Coast Kids House. As you can see, this is a child advocacy center, and this is our nonprofit agency of the week. So let's go inside, let's take a look and see what they got going on. So here we are inside this fabulous facility. I'm here with Megan Chapman, the Outreach and Development Director for the Gulf Coast Kids House. One tip that you may not know about me is I spent a lot of time in this building. I like what they have done with the place, but I used to be a child protective investigator in the back with the Department of Children and Families. So this place, it has a special place in my heart, and when it comes to Gulf Coast Kids House, I love the agency, I love the organization, I love the building, and I am honored and grateful to be here to talk about the Gulf Coast Kids House. So Megan, for those that don't know, can you just give us an idea of what the Gulf Coast Kids House is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. But for those of you who don't know, Gulf Coast Kids House is a child's advocacy center, and what we do is we bring together all of the different agencies and professionals and resources in Escambia County to deal with child abuse cases, from everything from intervention through prosecution and treatment. So the kids have to just come to one place and one facility throughout that process.
Okay. And so why would it be important for a kid to come to just one facility?
Well, the old way of dealing with these cases, a child would have to disclose an incident that happened to them, and maybe they would do that to a parent or at school, and then they would be shuffled from agency to agency and talk about those incidents that had happened. And what they were finding was that was re-traumatizing those children. And also bits and pieces of the story were being lost along the way. As an adult, it's difficult to tell the same story over and over, and even harder as a child. So it was drawing out that whole process. It was leading to some really terrible conviction rates. And so bringing it all under one roof helps to minimize that trauma to the children, helps to expedite that process, and it really keeps everything together.
Awesome.
You know, making that a better
better experience. Okay.
Absolutely.
So who all is in this building?
Sure. We bring together law enforcement. We have the state attorney's office. We have Department of Children and Families. We have the child protection team, which is the medical staff and the interviewing. And then we also have Lutheran Services to handle all of the in-house counseling as well.
Okay, so they offer counseling here as well as medical exams for the children?
Absolutely. It's a one-stop shop for everything. Kids can come here, they can have full medical exams. They do a full recorded interview, which is what starts the process for them, so that they can utilize that recorded interview instead of having to have those children vocalize that over and over. They also do trial prep for those who do make it to the trial process. And then we offer in-house counseling to the entire family to make sure that everybody's on board for that recovery process.
Awesome. So, but I also understand that you guys offer other components like Jane's Closet. Tell us what Jane's Closet's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. We have an extremely generous community here, and we have a very large donation closet that is full of all kinds of items that are donated from all kinds of groups in the community. So we bring together this great donation closet full of children's clothing items, hygiene items, diapers, wipes, handmade blankets, all kinds of great things that are deemed as necessities for these children. But it's also offered to their siblings, their non-offending caregivers, and it's also one of the largest donation closets in the county. So we're a resource for a lot of other agencies as well.
Now, if someone who is watching now and they have never heard of the Gulf Coast Kids House, but they want to get involved in you guys' mission, they want to make donations, how would they go about doing that?
Absolutely. Reach out to us on our Facebook, our social media channels. You can check out our website. It's gulfcoastkidshouse.org. We have a lot of information on there about our wish list, items that we are accepting as far as donations go. You can also make monetary donations. You can find out about events, fundraisers, all those kind of great things that we have going on. But there's also ways to get involved as far as volunteering. There's applications, things like that as well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, like I said, I'm glad to be here, and you guys will keep trucking along, I'm sure. Is there anything that you want to say to the community or anybody watching right now?
Absolutely. Just thank you guys for all the community support we have. We wouldn't be here otherwise, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity as well.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. Megan Chapman, Gulf Coast Kids House.
Thank you.
So it was great sitting down with Megan yesterday. I mean, everything that the Gulf Coast Kids House stands for, everything that Stacy Costavecchi is doing there at the Gulf Coast Kids House. I mean, it's amazing for the community and amazing for kids that have been victims of abuse. So if you want to learn more, go ahead and visit their website at gulfcoastkidshouse.org.
Well, folks, that's all we've got for this week, but we want you to help us out and like and subscribe to this video, and then also share it with your friends. And with that, we will leave you with these holiday greetings from around the city.
Merry Christmas, y'all.